Rocky, come over here. Get that crab out of your mouth. I can see it. Come over here. Hey, come over here. Leave it. Get it out. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Oh! He went back and picked up the crab. He's now listening. Get him, Kira. Oh my goodness. Wow. Pretty tough this morning, huh, Kira? All right, come on, let's go get some breakfast. Look, this is the last day. You two cannot sleep in here. There's no spot for Nick. I have to wash the blankets.
Upstairs.
Okay, you could stay upstairs. But these puppies are just taking over everybody's beds.
Now downstairs.
No, downstairs. You can stay right here. Stay right here. We're charging everything up, getting the day going. You two are unbelievable. Mommy put the kibosh on the beds, huh? She's tired of cleaning the blankets. Me too. I don't know what to tell you, fellas. Lady and gentlemen, rather. Just find a spot and lay down. Nicholas, it's a little chilly. I'm going to make a fire. Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay. And we'll sit on the couch?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. What's going on with you two today? Excuse me. Inside play, please. Rocky, be good. What do you think, Nick? We got a good fire going, right, buddy?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, baby.
I think it's colder in here than it is outside, though, because when I went out to get the wood, it was definitely a little warmer than I had thought.
Oh, really?
But he's just leaving his phone on the counter and hanging out. I love this. Yup. I'm happy, too. You make me happy.
All right, I'm just going like that.
All right, let's do it.
And we shall begin.
He's never done this
I see
before.
your face.
Are you sure you don't want me to do it? I've done it.
We see how you do it, Nikki.
Yeah. No, you actually do a great job with
You did a
Nicholas,
good job,
Shannon.
But
That camera seems really close, honey.
It's not.
do you zoom it out?
Yeah.
Good girl.
Oh, you're looking for trouble. Don't
You
tell me
are
you
looking
like
for
that.
trouble.
You nuts. Johnny did a pretty good job, huh? Can you even see that there? Not bad, Big John. Cleaned up the beard, starting fresh, starting new. New attitude. Pit stop under the bridge because I thought it'd be a cool place to do a segment. Shannon's like, no, not coming. She's down there. All kinds of broken glass and graffiti. So disappointing. Very disappointing. I just feel like there's a better way to tell Sophia that you love her. Shannon, we can go any way you decide. You're in charge. Shannon, I don't think you saw a deer over here. I think it was a big rabbit. That would mean that the deer walked across the bridge or swam across the inlet.
Like a rabbit jumped on top of the rocks like that, and his hiney is as tall as me. I'm missing one.
I don't know. Okay, well, if we see a deer come out, you'll be right.
How did there a deer here?
It's rare that you find yourself in an area where you grew up that you've never been. And I've never been here.
I didn't know where we're going.
How you doing there, Miss Shannon?
Oh, fabulous.
It's a lot warmer right here on the deck, that's for sure.
Oh my god, and in the sun here, it's fabulous. It's amazing.
What do you think?
That looks ridiculous.
It is the pork from the sauce, little tiny piece there for you. There's an artichoke heart, fresh mozzarella, and a sun-dried tomato.
You're gonna eat this with me?
I have a little, you know, there's a little left. What do you think?
Love it. Thank you so much.
I toasted that bread for you, Nick. It should be warm to your liking. Everything okay, bub?
It's okay. He's tired.
Not the Wild.
No, the
Sleep
Wilds.
again last night.
Wilds all done.
Great Scott movie, happy movie.
Happy Monster Band movie. Frosty the Snowman movie. Sonic movie. Alexa, turn it down.
Yum. Say thank you to Daddy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's so cranky, huh?
Yes.
Enchanted. You said you wanted phone blue? I'll get it for you. Oh, it's plugged in.
You want to go
Well,
lay in Johnny's bed?
or we can lay on this couch. We'll just move it closer to the outlet. I don't want. He's been upstairs a lot. Let's
Furry treasure.
furry treasure.
You don't need to have friends.
At Hit Entertainment.
No bread or bread.
You want more bread and sauce?
Yes.
Of course, I'll make it for you. Okay? No problem.
No problems, Nick. It's Sunday, handsome. Nothing to worry about today.
No worries, baby. No worries.
It's a very tired young man today. All right, so now we're going to put our chicken cutlets in, and this is really where the meal is made or lost, because you really don't get a second chance here. The chicken has to cook through right now, because it's not going to bake in the oven. We're really just going to put it under the broiler when it's time to put the mozzarella on the chicken. So the oil's got to be the right temperature. I'm being a little dangerous there, putting my fingers in there. But this looks like we're in really, really good shape. The oil's got to be good and hot. And that looks like we're in fine position for this to be delicious.
You think that's gonna be enough?
I'll just start with that. There's more in the kitchen. Are you going to try the chicken cutlet?
Sure.
You know, just cut it in half.
It's really big, yeah.
It's gigantic. It's restaurant size.
Yeah.
Yum.
Right?
Yeah, split one with me.
Exactly. Okay, baby.
Rocky, go lay down, okay, buddy?
All right, baby, shut it off. His head is like twice the size of yours.
Yeah, it's huge. But it's his body, really.
We should get him into
Look at his, like, there's a bone right here. I just love playing with it.
We should get him in a big head dog contest. You're very close to the table, but I love you. All right. So we were talking about doing a little segment about, what the future is going to look like, or what we, think it's going to look like, or what we even think about the future, that kind of thing. Johnny decided he wanted to be involved in this conversation, so here he is as well. So, Nicholas is 15, right?
Yeah.
That last conversation we had was so freaking profound in terms of the whole... Do you know, I thought about... That point you brought up about grieving, I thought about that for hours after the fact, right? Because it was interesting to me what was the point at which I kind of accepted at least what I think may be his future. And because I've accepted it, right? And I'm excited about it, right? And so I had to have gone through some grieving, but I forgot, frankly.
Right.
So here we are. Fast forward all these years, he's 15 years old. We are happy the vast majority of the time. We celebrate so much of what's going on in all of our lives. Any little thing that Nicholas does right, we're so happy. And so what happens from here? Because I think I think people are interested, and I don't know if folks understand that it's not just, I don't see the future, and you tell me what you guys think, but I don't see the future looking exactly like it looks right now. Like, I don't anticipate Nicholas, just hanging out with us and being in his pajamas and, one day at a time and all of that. I have much different thoughts, and I know you do as well. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So, what do you think about Nicholas's future over the next? So he's 15. What do you see him doing? So let's fast forward. Over the next 5 years, he's 20. He's got a year left of high school. Where do you see him going from there? Do you think about this? First of all, do you think about this regularly?
No.
Me neither. I have thoughts about it,
Me too. I have an idea.
but I don't worry about it. Do you?
No.
Did you ever worry about it?
Yes. A lot.
But you don't anymore.
No.
I'm the same exact boat. So he's 20. Where do you see him in 5 years? What does his life look like?
I think due to the outrageous program they have in school, I believe that he will take part in the ComHab program where he goes out to the community and he's working and he's able to do that. And in a couple of years after that, I would assume that we start a company with him and he goes to work with us.
You know the piece I don't think about at all is like how much does he even want to be with us? Like in 5 years, is he gonna be like, all right, Mom, Dad,
Go away?
leave me alone?
No.
You don't think so?
He has no choice.
I don't know if that's the case. What do you
It's like
think?
Johnny, he has no choice. He's stuck with us.
So she.
So, this was like a totally profound moment for me when we watched the Temple Grandin movie. Did you ever see that by any chance? After watching the movie and seeing such a profound impact that Temple Grandin had on the world, I had this overwhelming feeling of guilt and shame that I kind of viewed Nick in this way that was so arrogant and condescending because I just looked at him like someone who was always just going to need charity. I didn't look at him like somebody who was going to add to the world. And I have a lot of guilt about that. I feel really badly about that. And I did that day. That movie like really hammered it home. Like, arrogant asshole, And I don't feel like that anymore. Not even remotely close. Like I don't that was the turning point, that was the start of it. But today I'm excited every day about what the future holds for all of us and what the impact Nicholas is going to have on the world. And I think another big piece about this is that whole religious aspect of it that says that God doesn't care at all about society's idea of success and that we all have an assignment here. And that Nicholas is fulfilling his assignment, developing us, giving us love, touching the world the way he is now, which is pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a big piece of it. So going forward professionally, like you just said, in terms of starting a company, we've always been entrepreneurial. We've had a business our whole relationship. Before we were married, after we were married, there was always a side hustle happening, right? And it's part of our nature. And so we've been really, really inspired by the Rising Tides Car Wash Company. We've been really inspired by John's Crazy Socks.
Yeah.
Right? And so, I just see us going in that direction somehow. I don't know what it's going to look like yet. We really still don't know exactly what Nicholas's passion for something is going to be. I mean, obviously we want him to go somewhere every day, but if you can end up in a place where you're going, to a place and doing something that you're passionate about, it makes life that much more significant, right? That's something I'm always talking to you about. So who knows what that's going to look like? Any thoughts on that?
I think that we have to see what he likes and work
Yeah.
our life around it so that he's happy.
Yeah. Did that just stop? I just heard a ding.
No, I was trying to watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. And you know, the good news is that he's only 15. You know, this could be something that's 8 years down the line. So I have 5 more years, you know, in my teaching career before I retire. And so I think all of that works out really, really well, frankly. Because in 5 years, Nicholas will be 20. He'll have 1 more year left. And, you know, at that point, we could be really starting to get a little bit more serious about, you know, what that next step is going to look like. But it's not going to look like what it looks like now. It's not going to be just, you know, what are we going to cook today, and,
Right.
you know, what color pajamas is John and Nikki going to wear,
Right.
you know?
It's got to be something more significant.
Right. I because he has more to contribute.
Yeah.
You worried about this kind of stuff at all? About, like, the future, or not so much? Honest opinion.
I'm not really that worried. I feel like it will just work out. So.
You just have faith that things are going to work out. Great. Because I do too.
I do too. No reason not to.
No. And on the way there, so I used to worry so much, and a couple of comments have kind of implied this, that we should be a little bit more, actually one comment directly stated it, that we should be more concerned about preparing him and developing his skills for his future. And I don't know when that was either. Probably within the last couple of years, where we decided we got to focus on today, every day. That his day-to-day well-being is
Most important.
the most important thing, right? What is it? What is this thing in the future that's going to be so much more important than he's doing today? You know, which would say it's okay for us to kind of sacrifice today for tomorrow. And I'm not willing to do that at all.
Definitely not. No, I think it's pretty exciting. I'm excited to see
I'm
what
very-
he's gonna do, what he's gonna like, and we build around that.
You know what I love that keep saying?
What?
That we build around that.
We French. Where we going?
It's not
You
like
stop.
he's, it's not like there's this chance in my heart that says, well, he's interested in this, so we'll send him off to do that.
No. Look, unless he's at 20, it's probably not gonna happen. Maybe, let's say he's 40 or 35, given his mental capacity right now, where he can wake up and say, Mom, Dad, leave me alone, I'm going to job with my friends.
Yeah.
And we're all going to work today at this place, and you guys aren't allowed to come. That would be
Yes.
totally different.
I think that would be amazing. But he is still at a point, and who knows when this is going to change, that he is completely incapable for advocating for himself. Like, he cannot, at this point, tell us, hey, Mom, this is what happened today.
Right.
This person was mean to me. This person did this to me.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's the piece that's like, such a challenge, because he can't tell us what his day was like.
But I
you know?
think that's going to come in time.
I think
Not
so
right
too. I have a
now.
lot of faith in that.
Probably in a couple of years.
Yeah. So I mean, and this is, this conversation's not a surprise. It's just, something we've talked about a lot in terms of, doing something that, and the thing is too, like an entrepreneurial thing is, and it's not just for Nicholas. Like, if we can create this thing, and what if it is a pajama company? What if it is a place where we, package and sell pajamas based around Nikki TV, and it's a place where kids with special needs can come and work, and we could change what society's norms are for going to work. What if work looked like a sensory room? What if the people that work for us wore pajamas? What if the people that
Right.
work for us had, timeouts in these beautiful places where they're, loved and accepted and they feel comfortable.
That would be awesome.
So that's what I see.
Yeah, I love that. It's definitely a great idea.
What are your thoughts on all this, Big John?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Do you like these ideas?
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
Me too. You feel like it's something you might want to be a part of in the future?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what I want to do, so
All right.
That's okay. You have time.
Yes. You're just
You
getting
have a lot
started.
of time.
All the time in the world.